Tamala Farron. Today we're going to talk about a deck combo that I really like. I've done a video already on this one, and this is the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. Absolutely phenomenal. And it's got beautiful backing, amazing pictures. Okay? It's become one of my absolute favorites to use, especially if I'm working and I'm doing readings for sister witches. Absolutely love it. Everything is so down to earth, peaceful, loving. It is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot. Okay, this is just something. Well, I fell in love with this deck, and the other day I found this one, and this is the Comfy Cozy Witch Oracle, not Tarot, Oracle. Now I kind of went and again fell absolutely in love with the deck. This is what it looks like on the back, and it is just beautiful. Now the combination of these two are really well, and they work together so beautifully. Like I really enjoy it. There's just so much detail, and if you look, I don't know if you can see that, it says fire up here, but down here it says creativity and strength. I love this one. Chocolate, indulgence, self-care. Oh yeah. And fox, cleverness and deception. Garden magic, nature, nurture. Now the pictures themselves are very nicely done, detailed, and it's a comforting deck. That's the only way I can actually describe it. It is comforting. Air, communication, listen. They have herbs and bells and magic. Hearth magic, warmth, nourishment. That's what I'm saying. They're absolutely beautiful, and they work so well together. It is done by Jeannie Blonde. Comes in a really nice box with a lovely book, and you can get really good deals on them. I know I did. It's got a description of everything, how to use the deck, how to use, like everything. Card by card. And like I said, it complements the other deck. So for those who are looking for two decks that actually complement each other, the Comfy Cozy Witch Oracle really complements the Cozy Witch Tarot. These two are wonderful. And the Cozy Witch Tarot, if you're curious, is by Amanda Lovelace. Artwork by, oh my gosh, I am blind as a bat. Then again, it's like beyond small. Jimena Medeiros. And this one comes with a nice box as well, and with a lovely little book. If you use the books, you'll like it. These two, they're a constant with me right now. I use them, like I said, especially if I'm working with sister witches. They really work well for me. And it's not that hard. I honestly don't know if they were meant to connect, but it's just so easy to pull down and do this. I mean, I've gotten a lot of decks in the last little bit. They just popped out at me. And one of the things I love about gathering decks is kind of look for deals. And if something really pops out at me, I go for it. And you'll be getting about 5 more videos on different decks that I've picked up in the last week or so. So over the next month, I will have a lot of decks to share with you, new ones that I've never seen or heard, and I found on sale. And when you're talking like $40, $60 decks, and they're down to like $10 or $8, that's heaven. And they're not the mini decks that you get from Temu. These are actual full-size decks. Okay? And for me, that's a massive plus, because for being able to achieve and work with tarot and oracle cards on a daily basis, I like switching it up. And my guides tend to say, okay, this is the deck for that person. This is the deck for that person. These are the ones you need to go to. They will explain it best. And it's sometimes got to do with the pictures. Sometimes it's got to do with the wording. Sometimes it's just got to do with the person. It's a perspective that connects to their intentions and spirit. And it is really a lot of fun going through. Now, behind me is a massive thing. All those 3 drawers, by the way, are full. The top is got 3 shelves, and let's see if I can show you a little bit better. 3 shelves, and they're full. And my first deck was when I was like 4. So I've been doing this for a while, and it was not just like because I thought it was cool or anything. It was a constant in my family. My meme, my grandmother, my mom, my sister, my aunts, they all did different things with either tarot or tea leaves, or, you know, it just, my grandfather, my Pepe, he was a water witch. It rolls into and connects to the most decisive and beautiful way of expressing the gifts that we're given. And like I said, I don't use the books. I've never been one to sit there and take a class from somebody for doing readings, because it doesn't make sense to me in that perspective. I tend to listen to my inner self and to my guides and my ancestors. So if and when they come to tell me something about this person that I'm doing a reading for, it blends in a lot easier, and it is a lot kinder. Like, if I pick up a card and I'm staring at it like, why this card? Why? What's up with this card? And I can hear them in the background saying, okay, look at this. Explain to them what's going on in the card and why. And sometimes the wording doesn't match up to what I'm being told. It could be the colors, it could be the imagery, it could be the technique, anything that amplifies what's supposed to be said. And sometimes it just blends in with another card so that there's a full answer there. I remember, I think it was one of the last readings I did, a whole slew of cards popped up. And I was going to do card by card by card by card. And I was told, no, do the first two, then do 3, 3, and 3. These three, and these three all connect into an answer, all connect into a reason. Okay, that's what we're doing then. It was very simple, very understandable, but I've not found another deck to go with my Cozy Witch Tarot that actually complemented it on the same level. This deck does, and I'm really thrilled about it, because where I like to blend different decks, because it's one will complement the other, one will affirm what that one said, or will extend the answer to what it's supposed to be, not just half. This card will comply with this card and give a full answer to a question or to a response. Whereas this one here goes, okay, now let's go find another one, because it's not giving a full answer. Why? It's not giving a full answer. The other decks complement each other. I found that Moonology has that. The different decks of Moonology complement each other very nicely. I have found that when I'm doing like with an herbal deck, sometimes instead of another herbal deck, it'll be a stone deck or a crystal deck that will amplify and blend in between. So I'm not picky. I love decks, but I find the ones that I need come to me. And you can sit there and say, why would you need that many? I don't know. But I can sit here and get ready to do a reading and be told the 3 decks in front of me aren't what I need. Put those back and grab this one and that one and this one. And I'll sit there going, really? Because especially if I haven't used a deck in like ages, I don't argue, I just take it. Because whomever I'm doing the reading for, it's not only my guides, but it's their spiritual guides that are saying, she or he needs to know this. So ancestors work together, guides work together, and I find it amplifies the ability to get the connection across if you have more around you to adhere to what you're saying. It's not just one thing here, one thing there. It is so much. I have had people use, I've seen them using on like Facebook and whatnot, pieces of paper that they've stacked up with words, just words on it. Because while they're doing their readings, they're being told, pick a word. You need to pick a word right now. And they'll just kind of flip over and pick. And it's just pieces of paper, but it helps them achieve the goal that they're trying to give to the person they're reading for. It gives a clarifying addition to what they're doing. And I find oracle decks are like that. They give a message. They add an extra oomph, if you will, to help secure what you're trying to get across. So again, the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. I've done a whole video on, if you want to look it up. Works well with the Comfy Cozy Witch Oracle. Absolutely wonderful. I recommend it to everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. I've got numerous videos coming up. I hope that you had a wonderful Saturday. I know in the last couple of days, or I should say 2 weeks, I have done so many phenomenal things, from Tai Chi to drumming circles to gatherings for the equinox to gatherings of friends and going out places and doing things and enjoying life, that it's really been an extreme bonus. I've had new people coming into my life. I've got other people that are leaving. Not that they're leaving my life, but they're going further out into their own world. Hello, microphone. Going out into their own, doing their own thing, but they're still here with me in heart. And I know that if I ever need them, or if they ever need me, we're still here for one another. But I see a lot of people, the doors opening, and a lot more people coming out. And it's phenomenal, because I'm so happy that I bring forth people that we balance out one another. We work together with such great energy that it's just good stuff. Really, really good stuff. And I'm addicted now. I love Tai Chi. The lady that started teaching me a little bit the other day, she's absolutely phenomenal. She's like shorter than me. Didn't know that could happen, besides my daughter. I'm 5'2". She's got to be like under 4 or under 5 feet. She's about, I guess, 20 years older than me. She's been doing Tai Chi forever. And this little itty bitty person has so much grace and so much energy that, well, she put me to shame. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I want to continue learning, because I think it's a phenomenal aspect of meditation. And the energy just blows up. It's just beautiful. And I don't know, so many things, doors open up when you just let it. You just let the universe do its thing. So much comes to your way. And door openings are phenomenal. And people that come through with it, amazing. Trust in the universe. It's always got your back. You take care. Have a lovely, lovely evening. I've got more videos to do, and I shall talk to you later. Many blessings unto all. So mote it be. Oh, please click like and subscribe and share my videos. I really, really appreciate all your support and love, and I think the world of all of you. Take care. Blessed be.